The wait is over. You were waiting, right?
Oh, God. No. Please, no.
The end is nigh. Darwin and Cat are back.
This episode is our season 1 closer, a chance to look back at the wild ride that started with us as a morning radio show. As you may know, we climbed in the ratings, made an insane leap into reality TV, and then crashed and burned in a spectacular fashion. And we've relived every gruesome and hilarious moment here on the Darwin and Cat podcast. Over the past 30 episodes, just 30, this is number 30, we've taken the wreckage of that radio chaos, rebuilt it in our home studios, and somehow rediscovered the magic that was there all along. We've dragged you through our ridiculous fights, bizarre comedy, and more than a few questionable takes. Today, we're wrapping up season 1 with some favorite moments, some unfinished business, and a peek at what's ahead.
So, Darwin, is it too soon to do a retrospective after only 30 episodes? Is that weird? I don't care. I want to jump right in with some moments from this season that I love. But first, I don't know if you know this. I wish I could forget the first few episodes. Not because of you, not because of us or our stories, but it was a disaster for me because my mic wasn't on.
I know.
It wasn't, it actually, I have a nice, new, beautiful microphone in front of me. It wasn't on.
And it was recording through your your laptop.
Yeah, far away. So instead of sounding like the radio professionals that we are, I sounded like I was broadcasting from the inside of a Folgers can.
Well, you know, it's just how it goes, right?
Oh,
just kidding.
Such a bummer because I think we had some good stories, but you know, it sounds like Darwin and his friend who lives on the moon.
Okay, so most
so
people,
frustrating.
You're still okay. Let me put this out there. Like most people heard the stories, not the moon broadcast. Okay, me, we're more sensitive to audio quality because we're pros, but I really admire that you care enough about the audience and that you want to provide the best quality audio that we can. I mean, even though we had some QC issues, it still sounded better than the vast number of podcasts out there who are just using Zoom audio.
One small step for Cat. Yeah, that's true. And I'm just hard on myself, but it still sounds like I was stuffed inside the trunk of your car. But I think we hit our stride around episode 9, and that was called Poodles. And Poodles is a radio consultant who looks like a poodle, and he happened to own poodles at the time. So that nickname came easily. Yeah. And this episode showcased how often shows clash with management and consultants. Poodles wanted to make our weird show for the normies. And his big idea, he wanted us to talk about Dancing with the Stars.
And this pissed us off, I think, almost more than anything. Because we didn't know anything about that stupid show. Our guys were backing up dump trucks. They didn't give a shit about it. So we Googled it. And we found gold. Marie Osmond ripped a fart on the air.
And you promptly wrote a bit for the show so we can talk about normal stuff. And it was one of my favorites.
Farting with the stars. And there were juicy farts. There were salsa farts.
There were like little trumpet ones.
There were big tuba ones.
There was one that you didn't hear because that was the silent but deadly. But it was still Marie.
That was good. Mm-hmm. That was good.
That was innovative.
We were the fart morning show for an hour.
I'm usually too squeamish for fart jokes, but this was a winner, I gotta say.
Yeah, we were not that show. We were always like, we're not the fart people. That morning, we just said we're giving up everything we believe in. And I still think it was one of the funniest things we did because we were so mad. Now, he wanted to take credit for that, of course. Like he was mad about it at first, but then later on was like, well, I drew out, some creativity in you. Shut up, man. Such a phony. I want to give an update on him though.
Oh yeah.
Because one of the rants we took a sidebar on in that episode was to explain who he is as a person, that he's perpetually uncool and desperate to be cool, but also has no idea that he is uncool.
Hey, I mean, I understand being uncool. I was always picked last for kickball or dodgeball, but he's mega, mega uncool and irritating.
Because he also doesn't have his ego is so big. Yeah. He's so in love with himself that he thinks he knows it all. So he's had this obsession with hating yacht rock on Sirius XM, which is a great channel. And he will take pictures of his receiver in his car and be like, this song was a stiff. This wasn't a hit. He even wrote a whole article about how they got it all wrong, where it's like, man, how embarrassing you're not getting the joke of it. That it's not about hits. It's about being kitschy and weird. Well, guess what? He's back at it.
Oh, no. More yacht rock assassinations here? Okay.
Yeah. So what I want to do, I know this will never happen, but I would love to convince SiriusXM just to do a Darwin and Cat host an hour of yacht rock. Okay. Follow me on this. 1 hour special. All right. And we're going to play all the songs Poodles hates. And we won't promote it that way, like asshole consultant, right? We'll just promote
Or
it
we'll
as
make it more relatable than that.
we're picking our favorite tracks, but they know
That
because
Poodles hates.
I'm sure they read his stupid article and he irritates them too. So that's the kind of success that's the best revenge in how he abused us. What do you think?
I love this because it would be a straight hour of Baby Come Back and the Pina Colada song just to spite him. I would do
Georgie,
that.
Porgy.
I'm that petty. Oh, right. He hates that one.
He hates that one.
See, that's Toto, and I'm usually a Rosanna girl, but I'm all about it if he hates it.
See how this works, right?
Yeah. No, I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I actually, maybe this is a little bizarre of me.
You? No.
I've actually kept a little list of the songs he hates.
Oh, really?
Another one, Jackson Brown, That Girl Could Sing. He hates that one.
Okay.
He basically hates Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon. He does not think that's yacht
Don't
rock.
you have a heart, Poodles? Oh, what about Maneater by Hall & Oates? Because if he hates it, I love it.
Don't remember that one. Let me throw a few at you. 10cc, Dreadlock Holiday.
Okay.
Hates that one. Rupert Holmes, Answering Machine. That is the most yacht rock you get.
Anything Rupert Holmes. He cannot get off that fucking boat.
Diana Ross, Let's Go Up.
Mm.
Christopher Cross, I really don't know anymore. Like, these are all the
Well,
ones he hates.
Sailing, Ride Like the Wind. Those are those are pretty solid.
Bertie Higgins, Just Another Day in Paradise.
Okay.
Hates that one too.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
What a clueless fool. Sorry, there's a few others.
Serious,
but yeah.
call us.
Yes, give us a call. Whoever we are. Jesus. One of my favorite moments this season was a story you told. It was on the episode Radio Nerds. It involves you hanging out at K-Rock when you were 13 with Rodney on the Rock. Rodney on the Rock.
Hey, it's Godhead.
That was Rodney, right? Rodney.
Yeah.
Did I get that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's either Rodney or Julia Child. It's kind of the same.
Remember when she was all hunched over, like all these bakers making stuff, and she was like lurking over them in her later years?
I
Like,
love her.
We're gonna bake it.
She was
I love her too.
Dirty woman who can make cocoa fun. I love it. Oh, so you loved Radio Nerds. Yeah. I'm fond of that episode
The story
too.
you told. You encountered Rick Ocasek from the Cars, and as he spoke, the strangest words ever, I think, to you. Here's a clip of it.
Excuse me, can you pass me those jujubes?
I passed the jujubes to Rick Ocasek. I did. That was my claim to fame as a teenager. I was hanging out at K-Rock. Rodney said, "Hey, Kat, can you go let Rick in?" I opened the door. There's this praying mantis-looking man. It's Rick Ocasek from the Cars. We go back to the studio, and I was sitting closer to the jujubes than Rick. So R.I.P. Rick. I hope you're enjoying those jujubes in the sky.
I'm looking up like two. They were like, do they even make those anymore?
I don't think so. I think, no.
They weren't that great. They were just multicolored little blobs.
I wouldn't know because Rick ate them all. Don't want to share your candy with a kid. Oh, wait, that's starting to sound weird. Yeah.
That's...
He did marry somebody really young. Okay, anyway. That was his move. Maybe that was his move. That
was it.
Maybe how we got a supermodel wife, Paulina.
Yeah.
Jujubes.
So we have some feedback that comes in periodically here. And I thought maybe we'll share some of that here. What do you think?
I think so too. I have a letter.
Okay.
Hey, Kat and Darwin. It's Darwin and Cat, but I'm not going to be like nitpicky. I used to listen to the old show. You guys are awesome, and I'm so happy you're back. Back in the day, you made my morning drive so much better when I was heading to the water treatment facility where I handled stormwater and sewage. Welcome back. Wow. Oh my God. I love that he worked at the duty factory and we made his day better. That, Darwin, is the magic of radio.
Not sure what I think about that. I mean, I appreciate the job he does and that he's listening, but...
Thank you for your service, sir.
Maggie from Staten Island reached out to us. Hey, Darwin, not Cat. Cat's here too, Maggie.
Oh, that's okay.
I love the podcast, and your rants are the only thing that keep me going during my overnight shifts at the hospital. One of my favorite moments was when you went off about having a cold, being high on Sudafed, and then somehow meeting Anderson Cooper in a club and trying to lure him onto the dance floor with a move you called the shopping cart. Well, Cat called it that. Small confession, I learned the shopping cart because of you. Now it's my go-to, and yes, it gets the exact confused looks you'd expect. Thanks for being your wonderfully weird, chaotic self, and say hi to Kat. Oh, there you go. We got you.
Oh, okay, finally, I'm in there. Darwin,
Kat.
you are shaping the culture.
That was quite the thing, and so I didn't tell you this. I reached out to Anderson Cooper after that episode. I sent him a message on Blue Sky.
Oh, really?
And he replies, "I'm about to go on the air.
What?
Can I get back to you later?"
Okay, should we hold our breath? Or
I forgot
You
to follow up.
how do you forget? Oh my God, you left him
I forgot about it
hanging.
somehow. Yeah.
You left him hanging.
Or he listened to it and he went, "Oh God."
Oh my God, I don't want to know these freaks.
I should have checked to see if he blocked me.
Wait a minute, Anderson Cooper isn't on Blue Sky anymore. Oh, you can see him, Kat? Yeah, I can.
You guys can always reach out. I did hear another one from my friend Tina. I just want to throw her in there too to say she's awesome. I love her. When we did our episode of all of our music, she really loved when I got to the Motown. Like, she was not going to approve that episode until I got to that. So
Nice.
Thanks for keeping us in check. What else do you got for our retrospect here, Kat?
Well, I want to do a couple of yearbook style awards. Here's what I mean. So we're not going to get best dancer or most athletic, but here are the categories. I would say the first one, moment most likely to get us canceled. And I nominate dragging Jennifer Plavnik out of the past one more time.
Witty, biting, highly opinionated, sharply focused, and deaf. It's Jennifer Plavnik with this week's movie review.
Hi, Jen. Hey. It'd be nice for a cat.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jen.
Hey.
I'm Jennifer Plavnik with this week's movie review.
That translates well to 2025, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure,
I feel like right now anything goes.
That's
right?
a timeless segment, I would think.
I do. I mean, I listened to some of those old reviews a few times in the recent past.
And it was obvious when her usage started getting a little heavier.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm glad only you and I have copies of this audio.
This is true. This is true.
Thank you, YouTube, for not existing as a platform where people put Jennifer Plavnik up when we were doing our show.
So what do you have, Darwin? Do you have anything to nominate?
I want to just quickly mention that episode, Banned Bits, which was the episode you can hear a full review of Jennifer on that we shared with the world. That's the episode I tell people to start with, because I've heard from listeners who've either shared our podcast with friends or maybe a boyfriend, like a former student. Lauren shared it with her boyfriend, and she was like, "That's the episode I started with." Or my friend Troy, in Philadelphia, he's like, "Oh, I went on a road trip with friends. We started with that episode."
It's a good jumping off point for sure.
It does. It gives you a good idea of what our old show was like. And so I say start with Band Bits if you're going to recommend the show to somebody, and then Poodles, and then start at the beginning. Well, Cats on the Moon. Even Christmas and Thanksgiving. Even
Too soon, Darwin. Too soon. Do you hear this? I know where the on button is now.
It wasn't even you. It wasn't even your fault this time. It was just.
It wasn't?
No. I think just.
I blame my cats?
Yeah.
Admiral Biscuit, this is on you, dude.
It's something I could have done too. It wasn't even you.
All right. Thank you.
How about best celebrity we picked on? Because we picked on a lot, both on the show and on the podcast.
Well, okay. 3 come to mind.
Okay.
Greg Fitzsimmons.
What did we say about him?
Remember after you left, I have to drag all this stuff up. After you left the show, they paired me with Greg for a few days in the morning, and it was an absolute fucking disaster.
That one. Okay. What else you got?
Rachel Ray.
Ugh, God. It was all Rachel Ray's fault. There's a whole episode called It Was All Rachel Ray's Fault. And what was her fault? We got fired, but we didn't.
And the Enquirer came after us.
Yes. That's a whole other episode too. It was all Rachel Ray's fault.
And Chelsea Handler. She wasn't on our show, but she was on our sister station across the hall. We were ushered into a room and told, "Don't look Ms. Chandler in the eye. Do not speak to her and do not approach her for an autograph." We're like, we interview grade Z people every day. We don't ask for autographs.
I remember I had to look up who she was.
I know you didn't even know who she was. Like, hold on, let me see who this is.
She got mad we were looking at her through the window, and I'm like, I don't even know who that is.
I know, and they put up a modesty panel. They actually put up a curtain so we wouldn't look over at her big stupid head.
I still couldn't pick her out on the street if I tried. I do. Okay, those are good. You got another one? Another nomination?
No, but I have. I want to go with another category, most random tangent.
Okay. Because there's a lot of those.
Okay, but I think my favorite is when I realize why you hated my stupid French hat. I didn't realize that a woman wearing a beret had hit you crossing the street with her car.
It's still once we said it out loud, I realized it's just such a stupid reason for me to hate the hat. It really is.
Instead of using your big boy words and saying, Cat, that hat kind of gives me PTSD. You had people come in and out of the studio all day going, hey, what's up with that hat?
Hey, the hat doesn't work on you.
Are you sure you want to wear that?
Hey, the hat
You
makes
look
you
like
look
a French
fat. No, I'm
whore.
kidding.
What?
That hat makes you look fat. No, I'm kidding.
It did.
It did not.
It was very wide. It accentuated my wide head. For whatever reason, you didn't tell me exactly why.
Until that episode.
Mm-hmm.
And now when I said it out loud, I'm like, yeah, it's as stupid as I thought. I should have just.
And I think.
Okay, that's funny.
And I think that was on the episode Darwin and Cat Go to War, which
I think so.
brings us to our final category, which is unexpected serious moment. There's some heartfelt stuff on the Darwin and Cat Go to War episode.
You know, that episode's become a personal favorite of mine, just as one that I'll listen to again, just personally. Not because it's funny, because there are funny moments. And it's not one I recommend to start with. It's a favorite because it gave us a chance to talk through the demise. And I saw a lot of relief on your face when we recorded it. It was like a weight had been lifted, a healing moment. And we buried the hatchet long ago, but I think you really needed to hear it all talked about and talked out. And did I read your expression right?
100%. I worked out a lot of trauma on that episode. Plus, as I just mentioned, that's where I found out why you hated my hat so much.
Okay, so that was the takeaway.
That's years of therapy. That was an important episode, just personally for me, because it's finally put the whole bow on our demise and our fight and healed a lot of stuff.
I think it did. And we put it out there. We just put it all out there. It's true. I think it's a good one to listen. If you need a moment, if you need a moment to feel there's good in the world, that's an episode to check out.
And everything that could go wrong did go wrong with our show.
Mm-hmm. But there was an honest apology in there and a heartfelt one. And there's a lot of love.
I apologize for a few things too. So it's not all you did.
Love ya, kiddo.
Yeah, God.
I'm hugging the Zoom. Oh my God, Kat. And I know this episode's a look back, but I just thought of something.
Yeah?
I need to update on someone we used to work with on the air.
Oh, okay. Well, we had a lot of traffic people.
Someone who's in your town.
Oh.
Actually, there's two of them.
Oh my God.
There's one I'm thinking of. Flim Slark. Was that the name you used?
Flim Slark. Yes.
Who's living in your town,
Oh
right?
my God. Sin City.
I think so.
Wow.
I think so. Yeah. So do you have any, we were talking a little bit about afterward, right?
Well,
and you remembered something really, really, really funny.
I have some unfinished business to tell you about Flim Slark. I was recently at Disneyland. I'm standing in line for Space Mountain, and I had this memory. Now, this is the most embarrassing thing that could ever happen to a coworker, and it happened to Flim Slark. So let me take you back.
Can I just preface this?
Sure.
You texted me and said, I remembered a story about Flim Slark.
Mm-hmm.
You used the real name.
Right.
And you said, I'm not telling you what it was until we're recording. So this is going to be good.
I want to see if you remember it. He entered a contest and he used his work email. Okay, no biggie, right? Whatever. Well, he won this contest and his prize was documented on the shared server for every department to see. Now, we noticed it first because that's just us.
How did we forget this?
He won a lifetime supply of Astroglide.
Lube.
Yes. But that's a lifetime supply. So it was all different flavors.
Yes.
There was pumpkin spice latte. There was mango explosion. I would die. I would have to move to a different continent.
Strawberry banana, pina colada. Yes. Oh my God. How did we forget that? And that's like adult stuff.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. I wouldn't want, I mean, I wouldn't want to drag that into work. I would die. I'm dead. I can't even
Well,
think
I
about it.
wonder if he has the supply with him.
Well, it's Lifetime. So he probably brought it to this city when he moved. Do you think he had a whole separate U-Haul? Because do they give it to you all at once? Where it's like the lottery, you could get a lump sum of lube? Or do they just like drizzle it out through the years?
I'm kind of also thinking I would never. I'm thinking like who would enter that sort of contest? Like
at
if
work.
we saw right. Now, this is the kind of joke we would play on somebody we didn't like. Like we would go, we're going to enter said person into this contest.
Into the Lifetime Lube contest.
Yes. But I'm starting to wonder, did he enter, which would be on brand for him?
Uh-huh.
Or
did somebody do this?
Did his co-hosts enter him?
My God, because there was some beef going on there.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my God, we need Scooby-Doo to figure this out.
I did this to somebody once, but not Lou. There was somebody that was really harassing me and bugging me. It was a real jerk.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this advertisement somewhere, and it was basically a free sample kit of Depends.
Oh, Jesus.
So I signed this bitch up for him for the extra large size.
Yeah, it's a classic. And the sting of the really big ones.
Yes. Oh, the big. Yes.
Yeah.
The plus size.
Yeah,
So
like a
I
sailboat
wonder-
cover, like that size.
See, this is going to be a hard one to make a call on because he would enter that sort of a contest.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know.
But did
Was it
somebody-
sabotage or was it, oh my God, today's my lucky day. I'm getting a big check. Ed McMahon's going to be at my door with 50 cases of lube.
Who delivers 50 cases of lube? Like, it wouldn't be Ed McMahon, but who would be that? Like, who do you think it would be? Like, what else did we learn from season 1? Funny, serious? You got anything? Because I would say, after looking over our first season, we could write a whole ass book about our time doing a morning show. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. We have so many more stories to tell.
Oh yeah. I mean, this was our best and most memorable, but we can make a series out of this. Like out of our experience, kind of like Schitt's Creek, but instead of in a motel, stuck at the radio station, right? I'm waiting for someone to come, nobody's knocking on our door about this. But I also wanted to disappoint me here, and it doesn't involve us, okay?
Okay.
When we launched the show, and I just want to kind of vent about this, you specifically did a lot of hard work, considerable effort and expense. You spent money on PR, and you really put it out there. And like there was the story was picked up in a few places, but the people we wanted to carry it didn't carry it. And I feel really let down by a lot of trade publications that deal with radio. Nobody mentioned we were doing a show about radio. And I think it really would have been something industry people, past and present, would have enjoyed and related to. And I felt let down by people who were supposed to be our allies and would have happily reported we'd been hired or fired.
That's true, because when I've been canned in radio, that was splashed all over the papers, all along, all over the trades with a really hideous picture of me. Well, okay. So yes, I worked with a PR company, and that story announcing our return was widely ignored. 100% right. And it sucked, but I look at it this way. We're underdogs. We've always been underdogs, from our PDs not believing in us, to radio agents sending us the wrong contracts, to big podcast managers that I'm talking to now. What matters, and what's always mattered to us, is the lit. Our listeners. Every day, our numbers are growing, and we're both getting amazing feedback from the people who do love our show, our small and mighty audience who we love so much. And that's what matters. Like, fuck the haters. But hey, if anybody wants to call us, help us, you know where to find us.
Well said, Miss Cat. Well said. I like that. That's great. So what's next? Because people are like, are you breaking up again?
Fuck no, we're not going anywhere.
No,
but you guys really do hate each other. No, it was like for 6 months.
We got a whole new idea coming. We're going to change up the name of the show slightly. This will be Darwin and Cat. But Darwin and Cat's Pop Culture Garbage Barge, which is, what we got? Go ahead, you can share.
Sure, we're going to expand the show from mostly focusing on our former show about a show, to include some stories from those days, but also just taking a look at pop culture and just the weird shit that Darwin and I want to talk about.
If I want to bring up, for example, here's an example episode, right? We're going to talk about maybe McDonald's foods that aren't around anymore, that were really weird, but still part of our growing up. And then you can maybe explain the experience you had at McDonald's when you learned about sex.
Oh, that's where I learned, from my dad at McDonald's. Right. And it was the most humiliating. I just wanted to eat my McDLT.
See, and then there's something that's gone, a food they had, right?
Yep.
So kind of an episode where we talk about, and also I might throw some random thing into that episode about the Garfield cups they gave out in the 70s and 80s were so full of lead and maybe radioactive material that you really shouldn't be drinking out of them. Oopsie doodle. So that's what you can look forward to in the next season of Darwin and Cat.
So Garfield ate lasagna and lead.
Yes, apparently.
That explains a lot.
Mm-hmm. So there's a whole bunch about that. We're looking forward to it. It might be every other week because I'm doing the law school thing, but we're still doing the show. We're still going to make you laugh. We're still going to be here with you. And if we remember random things about, people winning lube, we will bring that to you live and in person.
Thanks, everybody, for just being with us for our first season. It's been a really, really great experience. And I just want to thank you for finding the Darwin and Cat podcast. And if you like what you hear, please subscribe, tell a friend. And if you're on YouTube, hit that bell notification so you're the first to know when new episodes drop. Again, thank you for being here. We appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And remember to stay curious, stay kind, and stay weird.
We'll talk to you real soon.
And if you have a lifetime supply of lube, share it with somebody. Be generous.